Go ahead, put it on real tight. Hope you brought your best tonight. They say they got the fireworks, yeah, they say they got the show. Here around the chutes, you're the best, so let's go.
This is Texas Toast. I'm your host, Miss Helen. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best from Texas. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Texas on Tap, Spring Break Edition with Miss Helen, along with producer Kyle. It has been a crazy week for me so far.
Oh, yeah. Miss Helen and the grandkids, huh?
Yeah, this weekend now is the grandkids. Last weekend, we had a couple of our friends that brought their kids. Our dear friend brought his daughter that's in first grade, and then another friend that brought his son that's 14. And we cooked, we boated, they swam, we beached it. It was like fun stuff.
Lots of stuff, fun stuff. I like it.
Yeah, so I've got the two there. We're doing good so far. Okay. All right, let's jump on into this music that I've got going on.
Let's do it. You start. Sorry.
Yeah, first one out to radio is William Wallace Band. The name of the song is That Country Livin'. And I love the whole thing, like it's the road where I grew up. It just talks about that city living and then how the city ruins your style, but it's like country versus city. And to me, there's no comparison, but it's a fun spring summer song, speaks the truth. It's William Wallace Band, That Country Livin', and I really like that one. And our friends at the Great Divide, since they went #1 with their recent release, Infinite Line is their next release. It's actually dropped to radio. And I just call this one of those life songs. It's like how time flies, and it's moments like this right now, what I'm doing, that I have to hang on and I have to own it. We can so take for granted some of those moments in our life. So it's a great, solid song. And I just love it. Keep it all rolling down the infinite line. So another great one from the Great Divide. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to open up the tap room for a super fun song. This is Paige Lewis, A Pretty Good Time. Okay, Paige Lewis, A Pretty Good Time. Just a note on Paige. She has had an amazing career in her young life. She started out at 16, but she's from Katy.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And so she's done like some really cool stuff, and she's a singer, songwriter, copywriter. She worked in she was featured in a soundtrack to the movie Matchstick Men. So yeah, really, really like that. That's some fun summer stuff. Everybody download that one and get it in, and call your favorite radio station in your area. Make sure they're playing it for you as you head to the beach or the lake or wherever you're going.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'll keep it going, and let's keep the tap room doors open like always. This one's one I feel like I've been waiting on for years and years and years, and it's Jake Worthington just dropped a new song today called State You Left Me In. Like I said, I've been waiting on that song for so long. I feel like I've heard hundreds of people cover it. I know it front to back. Honestly, it shocked me a couple weeks ago or whatever, whenever he announced it was being released, that it hadn't already been out, because I feel like it has been. And this song is just straight up 100% pure country music, and it's beautiful. So I don't know. Jake's about to blow up. Like, he's gonna be way too cool for school any minute now. He's got like the best team, or I mean, the biggest team as well behind him. So. Oh man, only up for Jake. This song's beautiful. He dropped another one today to streaming as well, so go check those out.
I loved it. Yes, the portion that I did get, because yeah, absolutely awesome. He's awesome. I've liked him since the very, very beginning when he came along.
Back before the voice days and all that stuff.
Yes.
And they've been working hard and behind or in the shadows for the last couple of years, and it's all about to start rolling out. So next one is another big name. We all know Parker McCollum. He put out a song called Speed last week to streaming, and it was almost kind of like a low-key secret streaming drop, because he's been working the charts with Handle on You, and everybody knows that song like the back of their hand at this point. You can't avoid it. But yeah, I feel like this is one of those songs that would go over really well, especially he probably played it at the rodeo a couple weeks ago, and it talks about Conroe, and it's kind of like
I know, I like that.
Chasing speed. So yeah, just another good song from Parker. And then the last one I want to talk about this week is Jade Patek dropped a new song to streaming last week as well, called Hey Darlin'. She's a powerhouse. She's got the voice. She's got the pipes.
Absolute
This
Yes.
one's, it's just an anthem. And we just recently talked about her too, showing off those pipes with our buddy Rio Tripiano on his last release. So go check out Hey Darlin' from Jade Marie Patek. And then we want to give a shout out to our friends at More Than Music Creations, morethanmusiccreations.com. We just picked up some new stuff for the Brie Bagwell merch table. So if you see us, come grab something cool.
I
And
saw the Brie stuff. It's totally like
yeah,
really like beautiful.
yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Loved it.
It's awesome, and I sold a couple sets this last weekend at a private show. So you got to get your hands on that stuff while it lasts because it goes quick. But anyways, they're an awesome company. They're making one of a kind jewelry with the guitar strings used and played by the artists that are then selling it at their merch table. And a portion of the proceeds goes to Kids in a New Groove in Austin. So all for a good cause, all within the Texas country music scene. More Than Music
Okay.
Creations.
All right, so taking a look at the Texas Country Music Chart, I do want to mention, of course, some big debuts was Paige Lewis with a pretty good time. She debuted in the top 100 at 79. Also, the Broken Spokes moved into a bottle into the top 100. We'll be visiting with them. We'll have to talk about that later because
Yeah.
that's some funny stuff about earlier in the week. And some of the big ads this week was the Broken Spokes. And there's a song, y'all, I didn't mention, but I do want to mention. I took a listen to this song. His name is Cole Stevens. The name of the song is Came Home Too Soon. I really enjoyed that. But John Stork was under most added on this chart
Yeah, nice.
this week also. Yeah. And I just scrolled way too fast. All right. So looking at the top 5, number 5 this week on the Texas Country Music Chart, coming up from number 10 to number 5 is David Adam Burns with Keep Up with a Cowgirl. Number 4 is William Beckman with Damn This Heart of Mine. Number 3 is John Wolfe, Beers We Ain't Drank Yet. Number 2 is The Great Divide's Good Side. And number 1 from number 2 is Randy Rogers Band and Fast Car. He's whooping his sister with the Mardi Gras beads.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Spring break, Mardi Gras beads, they go hand in hand. I do have a story about beach and spring break stuff.
Throw it at us. Oh, you still have one more chart, huh?
Yes, we're looking at Seed Extraction, Texas. As I speak, it's coming up. Okay, number 5 this week is David Adam Burns, Keep Up with a Cowgirl. Number 4 this week, John Wolfe's Beers We Ain't Drank Yet. Randy Rogers Band, Fast Car is at 3. The Great Divide went from 1 to 2 with Good Side, which means Flatland Cavalry is now number 1 with Mountain Song. So that's a look at the charts. But yeah, I have a group of girlfriends that we bonded for life like 10 years ago during spring break. Some of us knew each other, some of us didn't. One was a relative of another, and we just all we were all tough girls going through stuff in spring break 2013. And so, how you get your memories on your social media, and every year this comes up, but we did this thing on the beach. A lot of us were recently or going through a divorce. So one of my friends, she had just gone through a divorce. And so she was like, we're going to take my wedding dress to the beach and we're going to do I'm going to burn my wedding dress on the beach. This is how your girl used to roll. So we were playing This Girl Is on Fire.
Oh my God.
We drove through and she was in her wedding dress on the back of the truck. Y'all.
That is hilarious. Please tell me there's a video.
Yeah, I don't know where it is anymore, but yeah, the pictures came up on the girls were like, oh my gosh, and just looking at where we are now and how amazing our life is right now, but how amazing it was then. And that's why I appreciate the songs like when I visit with Sarah and visit with Bree, and those songs are coming out with. That's why some of that stuff gets me. And that's why you have your tribe around you, and God puts people, girlfriends. I mean, they're like sisters. We have a sisterhood that we just formed this group and we all came together and we had all been through it.
Yep.
And it was like, well, we're going to make the best of life. Yeah. We're going to go burn a wedding dress. Come on, girls.
Oh man. Yeah. That's a bond. I don't think could ever be broken at that point.
No. And we've all, it's so crazy because it's like, a couple of us now have, as I got right here, the grandbabies, and we're in different relationships, and it took a while because all of us kept that, that wall up,
Right.
So anyway, yeah. So spring break 2013, we screamed it. I mean, it's pretty bad. Like when my now nephew drives down the beach and it's like, Aunt Helen, get away. I'll stop there.
Okay.
That's making those memories though.
Pretty great story. Yeah, absolutely.
I
guess that's kind of what spring break's all about.
we were just having fun. I mean, and it was all with clothes on. I will, nothing like that. We just sang, played music loud, and burned a wedding dress.
That's your song. That's your hit song right there. Oh man. Oh, I haven't done any spring break stuff. Well, I was in Florida, and it seemed like that was the beginning of spring break there, and then spring break's going on this whole week in Austin, and I think in Houston it's next week, so it's kind of crazy. But I might try to get out and do some South by stuff tonight before we hit the road this weekend for Bree.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a show in Roswell, New Mexico tonight, and then tomorrow we're playing with Sawyer Brown at a festival in outside of Tucson, Arizona. So long weekend.
Oh, you got some travel.
Yeah, lots of driving, but it's gonna be
Hello,
fun.
highway.
Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it'll be less hectic than your weekend.
Yeah. Well, this is yes. And then also we have our Surf and Turf Festival going on here. And so I'll be selling meal tickets down at the Fireman's Hall for that. It'll be a lot of fun. Booths and music and good food, surf and turf, shrimp and steak.
Oh man, that sounds good.
Yes.
All right. Well, anything else you got for us this week?
I had a whole bunch of stuff, but
Yeah, we both got.
We are. Yeah, spring break 2013 to spring break 23. 2023 has changed for me.
Dramatic difference.
But I love it. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, my head's been all over the place too today, so I'm excited to hit the road and just be doing the thing I love.
Yes. All right.
Oh, we talked to Jeff Canada next week. Tune in, check it out.
Yes. Oh, and real quick. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, well, I could work this in. So here was the funny thing. So I called Kyle because I'm sitting in front of the computer and I'm ready to go and I'm all prepped. That's how busy I have been. We had rescheduled. Anyway, we had a scheduling thing and I was sitting up at the Zoom up here and I was all waiting to get on and waiting for Kyle to open up the door so we could all start visiting. And I'm like, Kyle, were we having such and such today? And he's like, no. So
yeah, it's not the first time. Probably won't be the last time.
Yeah. Anyway, so then real quick, so sorry. So I went ahead and went and did grocery shopping, right? I mean, actually, well, Captain Ron came with me. He did a lot of the shopping.
Oh, cool.
And so, y'all, if you load up a glass bottle of barbecue sauce, that really good, HEB, those specialty ones they have, put it in the middle of your back seat because somehow ours popped and busted.
Oh,
the whole jar of barbecue sauce. I got it out, shampooed, scrubbed, but my truck smells like barbecue sauce.
Oh no, that's terrible. That's so crazy, actually, that it's barbecue sauce. Me and my girlfriend were driving somewhere trying to eat on the road yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was holding my barbecue sauce in a cup while trying to eat my sandwich thing, and just oh, we're gonna have barbecue sauce everywhere. And one time remember Shelton, John Stork's tour manager,
I know Shelton. Yeah.
I jumped in his truck one day. This was probably years ago, but it's just funny that it's all barbecue sauce related. I jumped in his passenger seat in his truck one day, and he had a probably full but open container of McDonald's barbecue sauce just sitting in his seat, and I sat right on top of it, and it just went everywhere.
Now that's even worse because you got it everywhere. At least this was pretty centrally located,
contained,
to just dripping. Yeah. It was just dripping down the seat and through anyway. But I just, I have this note. I'm a smell person and I like everything to smell good. And it's I'm sorry. Good. I like my barbecue smell and stuff, but I don't want it all up in my truck. So I'm getting all my special magic scent things out to put in there.
You're gonna have to leave the windows cracked for a couple of weeks.
For sure. Absolutely.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yes.
All right. Well, this got weird.
Sure did. Spring break 2023.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Heavy tongue, she knew where I was from. As she left, I dared to say, well, you can go to hell. Hell, I'll go to Texas. I've had my fill of every place but home. Well, take away